Well, hi guys, welcome, and who dat? I'm Joe. Thanks for tuning in to Rosenfield 10, where I cover our beloved Bless You Boys in black and gold, the New Orleans Saints. If you're a Who Dat fan, subscribe to my channel. I love talking about the Saints. You watch one of my videos and then you let me know in the comments what you're thinking. We'll have a discussion. Who Dat, baby? Today, we are going to preview the Week 7 NFC matchup that's going to see our Saints travel to the frozen tundra. Even though it won't be frozen, it might be rainy and 50 degrees, but it won't be frozen, to take on the Windy City's very own Fighting Dennis Allen's. Yeah, this is a revenge game for Dennis Allen, right? He was our head coach for a couple of years. We let him go. Now he's got a gig, defensive coordinator for the Bears, da Bears, and he wants revenge. Who knows this team and this personnel of the Saints better than Dennis Allen? The Fighting DAs with Ben Johnson and his Caleb Williams orchestra. I don't know, man. I think the Bears are hit and miss right now. So let's look at the injury report for Thursday for the Saints. I'm pulling it up right now, and it has not been released, of course, as of this point. Nope, not yet. We're going to look at the offense and the defense for the Saints, and let's talk about the state of the Saints. There's not a lot of injuries to talk about anyway, so here we go. Offense first. There's our beautiful boys averaging what, about 19 points a game. Spencer Rattler's got one win now. The only injuries of concern did not participate on Wednesday was running back Alvin Kamara with the ankle. The only offensive player that did not participate. That was Wednesday. Uh, Alante Taylor and Chris Olave. So Chris Olave on offense. Chris Olave was limited on Wednesday, but I think it's a hip. I'm not too worried about that. The ankle with Alvin Kamara, he was suffering with it through practice last week, and then Kamara ended up playing the game. He wasn't very effective, but I think we're just taking it easy on the ankle for Kamara. I think he'll be available for the game. If Thursday's injury report comes out while I'm filming this, I will know because I'm constantly refreshing the page. And there it is. We've got it. So, full participant Chris Olave, full participant Alante Taylor. Alvin Kamara was limited on Thursday. So, Chris Olave's back to full. The hip must not be bothering him. Kamara's limited. This is what I thought. They're just going to take it easy on Kamara. So, anything else we need to talk about with the offense? The roster hasn't changed. Trey Palmer on IR. We've still got 5 wide receivers. They're all healthy now that Chris Olave is a full participant in practice. I think with Kamara's ankle injury, you should see a lot of Kendre Miller. You want to talk about revenge games? I think Dennis Allen should get his hide run over by Kendre Miller. That would be sweet. And that's something I'm looking forward to in this game. And as far as running back goes, yeah, I'm ready to see Devin Neal. We've seen all these other rookies get chances. I'm ready to see Devin Neal. Kamara's on a pitch count right now because of his ankle. Let's give Devin Neal some opportunities at running back. It's nice to see Juwan Johnson at tight end is not on this injury report, so he must be recovered from his ankle, and I hope it shows. He drops a lot of balls, has nothing to do with his ankle, but I hope he's a better player overall. And then on the offensive line, amazing. Everyone's healthy. Dylan Redun's full go. Cesar Ruiz full go. Trevor Penny fully recovered from the ankle and the toe. Taliesin Fuanga full health. Everybody on the offensive line fully healthy. Wow, are we going to reap the benefits of all those high draft picks? Are they going to finally put it together? They've had 2 games, a game and a half. And yeah, I hope that the offensive line shows us something. All right, that's your offense. Let's take a look at the Saints defense. And what are we dealing with injuries here? Young is not on the injury report. It's amazing. All right, so yesterday on Wednesday, Alontae Taylor was a limited participant in practice because of a knee, but he was a full participant today. The only other defensive player to mention, Isaac Yiadom with the hamstring. He did not participate on Wednesday. It's been 2 weeks in a row he didn't participate. It's been 2 weeks in a row that we've started Quincy Riley. It's been 2 weeks in a row. Everyone's very happy that Isaac Yiadom isn't in the mix and we're getting a chance to play the rookie. Well, here's the bad news. If you don't like Isaac Yiadom, we did not put him on IR because we figured he would recover from his hamstring. And guess what? Thursday, Isaac Yiadom was a limited participant in practice. Working back slowly from the hamstring, maybe Yiadom is not up to full speed and you won't see him again this weekend. However, Yiadom is a limited participant. So, Quincy Riley had a bad game last week. I still want to see Riley start ahead of Yiadom. But if Riley, struggles, the coaching staff may feel a healthy Yiadom could be better. So, that's not our decision, that's their decision. Other than that, everybody on the defense is looking good, except for their performance. Of course, we're hot and cold at cornerback right now. We need to see more from Taylor and McKinstry and Riley. And yeah, at linebacker, I'm loving it. Davis and Werner, fine, and Stutzman and Stallbird are fine, and that's great. I need to see more from the edge rushers. We only had 1 tackle from our outside linebackers this past week, 1 tackle apiece. We need to see a lot more than that. We need to see sacks. We need to see pressures. We need to see containment in the run game. The defensive line performed very well against the run this past week. I got to give it up to Davin Godchaux and Brian Bresee and even Nathan Shepard and Jonathan Bullard. All of them did fine against the run. Maybe we've turned a corner. Maybe we can shut other teams' running attacks down now. Maybe. We're going to have to generate pressure if we're going to have success with our young secondary. And we're going to have to stop the run. We're going to have to make the opposing team one-dimensional and force turnovers. And yeah, that's probably our best strategy to win. That's the defense. Let's talk about the game. The Bears injury report, I find it kind of interesting, and you may too. They have defensive tackle Grady Jarrett, who we all know from the Falcon days. Grady Jarrett did not participate yesterday or today in practice. I don't think Grady Jarrett is going to play at defensive tackle. Their kicker, Carlos Santos, is injured. He did not participate. They've got a backup kicker right now, and they're probably going to have to roll that backup kicker out this week because Santos did not participate on Thursday. Linebacker Noah Sewell did not participate in both days so far for the Bears, so I don't think Sewell's going to be playing linebacker. I don't know if Noah's related to Neffy or not. I think they are. It seems that way. Uh, Dennis Allen loves Neffy Sewell. Probably really loves Noah Sewell. He ain't going to play, looks like. And here's some other interesting notes. Wide receiver DJ Moore did not participate Wednesday, but he was limited today. Moore has a hip and a groin injury, so Um, Austin Booker was a full participant. DeAndre Swift, the running back, was a limited participant with a groin injury. He did not have an injury designation Wednesday, but he's a limited with a groin today. I don't know if that groin injury for Swift happened in practice or not. He was limited either way. But it's something to look at because DeAndre Swift's one of their playmakers that they go to, and so is DJ Moore. So if the Bears go without DJ Moore and DeAndre Swift, that'll help the Saints' cause greatly. What else do we have to worry about with the Bears? We have to worry about their tight end, Noah. Was it Noah? No, it's not Noah Fan. Cole Kmet. Yeah, we have to worry about any tight end that we play. So, and then of course the Bears have Roma Dunze, and Caleb Williams is a very talented quarterback. I think his performance in the league so far is hot and cold. He has all the ability in the world. I just don't think he's put it all together yet. He's learning a new system, and this system may be better for him, but there's still a chance you're going to catch him struggling. And as far as the Bears defense go, well, we know Dennis Allen as well as he thinks he knows us. We know him. We know his tendencies. We know what he likes to do as a defensive coordinator. So we should be able to formulate an offensive game plan. Now, how would I attack Dennis Allen after all the years Dennis Allen was our defensive coordinator? How would I attack Dennis Allen? Run my quarterback and throw to the tight end. Very, very simple. It seems to me simple. He's going to call a lot of man coverage. Quarterback Spencer Rattler drops back to pass. After the guy goes in motion, before you snap the ball, you determine whether it's man or zone. It's going to be man. Spencer Rattler drops back to pass and immediately takes off running. Cornerbacks turn their back. They're running with the receivers. Spencer Rattler's gaining 10 yards a pop. You decide to throw the ball, throw it to the tight end. Here's an idea. Go with a two tight end set. I don't care. I don't care that Brandon Cooks isn't on the field or Rashid Shaheed isn't on the field. If you got Chris Olave to run the deep, make him honest with the deep, and then tack him underneath with the tight ends. Foster Moreau. I'll take 7 catches from Shaheed or Foster Moreau. I just think you'll have a lot of success if you attack this Dennis Allen defense with a running quarterback and tight end. We know. We've been there. We lived it. We've experienced it. Waited for Dennis Allen to get better at it. Never did. So how do I feel about the game? Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? I think the Saints have a decent roster. I think we're going to be competitive. I think if we don't cause any mistakes, if we don't make mistakes like penalties, turnovers, then we can be very competitive. Do we have what it takes to win the game in the end? The offense has shown improvement in the first half. They're scoring earlier. The last 2 games, they've managed to take a lead late in the first half, which means they've stayed competitive enough and have actually shown the ability to finish at least the first half on offense. Because last week, we took the lead on offense, and with 2 minutes to go in the half, our defense gave up an 8-point touchdown. And we just don't have balance. If the defense can just clamp it down and shut them down, then our offense is going to sputter in a bunch of missed field goals. So it feels like you get all of it working together at any point. It'll be the first time all year. It'll be a complete game. It'll be nice. And I think the Saints can do it. I don't think the Bears are that much to worry about. As I shake my head as I say it, but I always predict a score where the Saints win and a score where the opponent wins. So I really think the Saints are going to win. I think we're going to revenge game against Dennis Allen. No, just now we have the ability to play against Dennis Allen instead of have him coaching for us and us losing. We have the ability to play against the team he's coaching, and hopefully they'll lose and we'll win. I think we'll put it all together on offense. We might still only score 2 touchdowns instead of just one, but it'll be a slight improvement. We'll put 26 points on the board. Then we're going to hold the Bears to 17. Final score, New Orleans Saints 26, Chicago Bears 17. We win the game by more than one possession. I think we're going to force probably 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions, and a fumble. I think a linebacker, either Davis or Werner or Stutzman or Stallbird, one of the linebackers is going to force a fumble on Caleb Williams. That's what I'm thinking. And I think Caleb's going to throw 3 interceptions. And you know who I think's going to get those interceptions? Quincy Riley, Jonas Sanker, and Justin Reed. That's what I'm going with. 4 turnovers. We might turn the ball over once. I'm going to assume we're going to turn the ball over once. Dennis Allen doesn't have the cornerbacks he would love to have right now. I think if the Bears, go the route of whatever Dennis Allen wants at cornerback, they're going to get better at cornerback. That's the best thing Allen does. He can identify good cornerbacks. He doesn't have a great cornerback group with his team right now, but the safeties are being productive. So, yeah, we probably win the turnover battle by 3. We get 4, they get 1. And yeah, if we do that and we can score 2 touchdowns instead of 1, and we make all the field goals when we're in range, yeah, we have to stop Chicago's running game, and we have to contain Caleb Williams, make him pressure himself, make him force throws, and I think our safeties and even our young cornerback Quincy Riley is going to get in the mix, and we can get some turnovers. We have to have pressure from the front, otherwise we have to have pressure and contain, otherwise it's not going to work. There is a chance where Chicago does manage to score against us. There's a lot of dink and dunk that can happen against our defense. I saw some plays this past week where the cornerbacks were 15 yards off the damn wide receiver. They only needed 6, 7 yards for the first down. Crucial point in the game. And they do a quick out route for a first down. It just killed the Saints' chances. Why was the cornerback off that deep? Why does Brandon Staley choose to do these stupid things? Well, if he does some more stupid things, the Bears could win this game. I think the Bears' offense is capable of scoring a lot more than our offense is capable of scoring right now. And our offense can struggle. I mean, we can suffer. We average 19 points. It's just not good enough. So the Bears end up winning in the end. Final score, Chicago 30, New Orleans 16. And yeah, that wouldn't be a very close game at all. But that's something that could happen. So there you go. I think the Saints can win if we win the turnover battle and we manage to put more touchdowns on the board. More than one. That would be nice. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Do the Saints have a chance against the Fighting Dennis Allens with Ben Johnson and his Caleb Williams orchestra? We'll see. I'm predicting a revenge game for Kendre Miller. Alvin Kamara might be hobbled with his ankle. Let's give Kendre Miller 15, 20 touches and see. Oh, nothing would make me happier than for Kendre Miller to go for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns against Dennis Allen. We'll see. And until the next one, I will be reviewing this game next week. Subscribe. And until the next one, I'll talk to you later. Who dat?